Good morning, everyone. It's Amy with Mama Bear Blue. We are back with Mondays with Mom, and I'm here with my mom,
Debbie.
And we have some Easter egg DIYs for you guys today. As you are hopping on here, please give us a thumbs up and share the video out. We would appreciate that. And I'm going to pull this up here like I always do and get things checked out here. So be sure to chat with us. We love to chat with you guys on here. If you have any questions as we're going along, let me know. I hope you guys had a great weekend. And if you're in the Midwest, I hope you didn't have too much
flooding
problems with the flooding. Wow. We actually were out of town for the weekend, but I kept in touch with my son to make sure we didn't have any issues here. But yeah, so lots of rain, but it looks like maybe we're through that, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully that's done.
So, okay, let's talk about what we've got going on. So I went through my Easter decor as I was getting out some I had left over from last year to take to my booths, and I found we had bought a lot of these at the Dollar Tree. These little 6-packs of eggs. You can buy them at the Dollar Tree, and I believe it was Dollar Tree. It wasn't Target, was it? No, this was Dollar Tree. So I don't know if they have them again this year. I'm sure they have something similar. But they're just plastic, and they're a hard enough plastic that they're pretty sturdy for when we're painting them, because Mom's already got a good start. She's painting several of them white because we've got a variety of ways that we're going to use our DIY supplies on these cute eggs.
Did you not want me to paint these all white?
Yeah, those can all be white. Now some of these I'm going to do in some colors. Okay. So the white ones, though, are going to need decoupage, because when you do decoupage, you need to have a light surface behind it so that the image on your decoupage paper or whatever you're using shows up well. So yeah, so on the decoupage, we'll just talk about this real quick. Today I saw some on Pinterest that looked really cute by tearing up shreds of like dictionary papers, but I have a lot of the hymnal pages just from I can always find them at the thrift store. So when I do, I pick them up. I feel a little bad tearing them out, but they're really cute, so we're going to do it. So I'll probably tear these in some shreds, and that'll be one option for our decoupage. And then I'm always on the lookout. Well, I have so many, I probably need to slow down. For the really cute napkins. When we did our decoupage canvas shoes, I stocked up. So I have some pretty napkins that I think we can decoupage onto these eggs and make them look really cute. And then these are adorable, but I don't know if they would be appropriate for Easter eggs. But I can't wait to use these on something. I think I got these at like Home Goods or something. But so that'll be our decoupage. And then I also want to try painting and then using transfers either on top of the decoupage or just on top of some pretty pastel painted eggs. So I'm going to get a couple of these painted real quick in some other colors that I know I've picked out some transfers for. So this is a color it's basically Apothecary.
Am I going to steal your two?
Yeah. Pull those apart. So these Dollar Tree eggs have little holes. They're plastic, but they have little holes in the bottom, which make them really nice for putting a chopstick in. Yeah. So you have something to hold while you're painting the eggs. Okay. And all of the supplies we're using, like the paint, is on my website in the transfers, aimeemamabearblue.com. And as always, I will put the links in the comments afterwards. Wow, I haven't opened this one in a while. Look at that nice piece of clay.
Yeah.
So DIY is a clay-based paint, and it's pretty evident when you haven't opened it in a while, and it has a nice little layer of clay on top. You can reconstitute your pieces of that. So if you want to put those in a little cup and put a little water and wait a few hours and stir, it's back to paint.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, acrylic paint will not do that. This is a pretty color. It's like a blue-green. It's Apothecary. What I didn't get us was our wet rags, so I'm going to grab the, see if I can grab the white. 2 new classes coming up at Farm Girl Mercantile. It's the same class, but I'm offering 2 dates for it because I know some people need the daytime slots and some people need the evening. So we're going to be using one of Debbie from Debbie's Design Diaries subscription boxes. and creating canvas art. I think you want to come?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm coming.
All right. So the first one's April 25th. That's a Friday at 9:30 in the morning at Farm Girl. And then the second option, these would be for our locals, is at Farm Girl, but it's Thursday night, May 1st at 6. So the April 25th one's filling pretty quick. So if you're interested in that one, please let me know. And we'll be making some of that. We're making a canvas art. And in this, you get a lot of freebies. So the price is $74, but you'll get a lot of stuff, surprises in this subscription box that you will get that day, and we'll create that canvas art together. So it should be fun. All right, I'm going to get this Apothecary going because I know, as with Mom, she only needs one coat because we're decoupaging over that. But these are probably going to need two. Isn't that a pretty color? That looks like an actual color of
Easter egg.
of a chicken egg. What is that?
Oh, when they're...
I think Jamie and Zeb's, it's Americana. I think Americana chickens maybe they lay
egg.
that green blue pretty egg. Yeah. I wish we could have chickens, but our dogs would not go for that. They would think that was like a game.
I really don't like chickens.
I know you don't like birds. I mean, you like. I wonder if I know using the heat gun on this plastic would probably be
not good.
I would have to hold it way apart. So I'm going to grab one of those that you've got so I have something to stand these up. Hey, Karen. Yeah, well, we stayed dry, but the land around us didn't stay too dry. All right, get that in there. Karen, did you already move? And did you guys stay dry? Karen was getting ready to move last time I saw her. All right, I'm gonna grab a couple more. I'm gonna go with this pretty Petticoat Pink because that's the perfect color for spring. Get a brush here. Maybe a little big, but we'll use it. So that was Apothecary, and we'll just paint over the pink one. I'm trying to cover all these speckles. They come with these little brown speckles. So if you are just joining us, we are doing some Easter egg DIYs. Thought we'd do one last springy craft before we start thinking about summer. Got paint all over you?
Yeah, as always, but
Let's
I didn't
see.
wear a baggy sweatshirt today.
Good. Did you get the paint out of your shirt from last week?
It came out.
Okay. Let's see, Karen. Yes, we didn't get hit as hard as you. Yeah. Downtown Franklin. Whoa. I mean, Farm Girl, where my booth is, the basement had 18 inches of water in it. Tracy lost some inventory, but, I mean, luckily they were able to pump it out. But...
What'd you do with the baby wipe?
Right here.
Yeah, baby wipe.
Yeah, they are actually. They are baby wipes. All right. Two really pretty colors there. And these are, you'll have to hit your Dollar Tree up and see if they have these Easter eggs again. Like I said, these were from last year, but I remember we did some, we stamped on these last year. Do you remember that? No?
I better go back and look at that.
Yeah, we stamped on them. Ooh. All right, let me do another one in Apothecary. And then I'm going to go back and get the second coat on these and dry and let them be drying while we start decoupaging on the ones that you've done.
Okay.
Do you want to pick out a napkin you like and then try separating it? Remember how fun that is?
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
When we use the napkins, they come in at least 2 plies, if not 3. And so you do need to separate them out. And sometimes it's a little tricky to get that started. But so you can separate them out, and then it's down to the tissue paper layer that you need to do the decoupaging. So my sister in Mayfield got, oh my goodness, 20 inches.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's not far from Kentucky Lake. She lives down in Mayfield, Kentucky. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, did she have any damage to her home? I hope not. That's just, I know Kentucky and Tennessee got hit bad, and with the tornadoes. We did have one here in Indy, but it looked like they were focusing mainly when I was watching the weather guy.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, this one has 2.
Yeah, they usually do. And sometimes you have to like dampen your fingers. And if you don't want to lick your fingers on camera, you can just touch this.
I already did.
You already did?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all right. Do you remember during COVID, I used to feel really weird about getting the veggies at the grocery store? You know how you can never get the plastic bag open unless you kind of lick your...
Yeah. But what I did was when they water those vegetables, you get your hands wet.
I started doing that too.
Yeah.
I guess that should be what we always do. But okay. So those are drying. Let me check out these that Mom has painted white for our decoupage. You probably don't remember which is the oldest one. Not oldest, but the one you did.
I think it's that one.
That one?
I'm not sure.
This one looks like it's pretty dry.
Okay.
It's getting really close. So
neat.
I know, to do a tie-dye egg.
Yeah.
Okay. So I did tear out a piece from the hymnal that I, thrifted hymnal, and I am going to just kind of shred this into some pieces and see if we can make this look good on these, to decoupage onto these eggs. So I'm using Mod Podge today. You could definitely use DIY liquid patina. I'm going to try the Mod Podge and get this shredded up. And you'll just need little, if you're going to do this, you just need little pieces, because if you try to do bigger on these eggs, it's going to be hard to get the sides to lay down very well. So kind of just tear them up into some smaller strips or chunks and work from there. All right. You got that second layer off yet?
No,
working
I'm
on
working on the tie-dye one. I didn't realize it had to also.
Okay.
I'll get it.
So the Mod Podge is on, and I'm just going to... I didn't get all the... That was a long piece. I probably should have made that smaller. Just make sure all your edges are down before you put that seal coat on top of that piece. So this just takes a little bit of patience because it is a rounded surface, so you're going to have a few little wrinkles and stick up parts. But what's nice is when you put that seal coat on, you can kind of use that brush to help get some of those wrinkles out. So you're going to do the same thing and get yours shredded or into chunks. I think, see, I did a kind of a long strip, but it's a little harder when they're long, so
okay.
Maybe a little bit smaller than what I did here.
Okay. I just really want to get this tie-dye in, too.
Yeah. Let me get some of this on, and then we'll, I can help you separate that. All right. Maybe a little Mod Podge on my finger would really make it. Are you sure there's...
Well, look at it.
Yeah, there's 2 there. Hey, Lori. I'm so excited for the April class. Yes. I know. I got you signed up. I think, Lori, I may have sent your first email to an older email address of yours, but then I went back in and changed it and resent it. So if you don't see it, let me know.
There you go.
Got it.
Yay. See, it's licking.
Got to be real careful.
You got to lick
I
the
did.
finger.
I licked it. Sorry.
Yeah. No.
I'm sorry. That's just what it takes.
Yeah. It's all right.
Another thing I didn't think of we could do if we need to is use a little bit. You aren't going to need to use a spray bottle on that because it's so thin.
Right.
But this thicker hymnal paper, it might go down a little better with...
if it was a little wet.
Yeah. So... If you're just joining, we're doing some DIY Easter eggs from Dollar Tree. A couple different things. Decoupage and then paint and transfers on some of them. Let's spritz that. Sometimes when you just lightly spritz your thicker decoupage papers, it's just enough. That really helped a lot. Actually, that's probably a really good idea on the ones that are thicker.
Yeah.
To just give it a little spritz of water. It softens up the paper fibers and lets it move. Okay. Get another little shred of this.
All right, you want these torn?
Yeah. See, I'm kind of, I would say like that size or smaller.
Okay.
This size is probably good.
Okay.
For that. But yeah,
It's still
that's
a little wet.
Yeah, mine was too, but since you're decoupaging over it, it's not
A big deal.
No.
Okay.
As long as you don't smear the white paint all over the napkin. I don't think you will.
Okay, so about the size of a quarter?
Yeah, a little bigger, probably. And you can definitely overlap your decoupage papers. You're going to need to get that egg completely covered. And just use your finger to work the wrinkles out, and then like I said, when you go in with that coat to seal it, you can use that brush to push the wrinkles too. But I mean, there's definitely going to be some wrinkles. There's no way around it, but that's the look that you're kind of going for anyway. Yeah. Because the egg is curved.
Okay, so where'd my other brush go?
Your one for decoupage, right here.
Oh,
and here is some Mod Podge.
Okay.
Keep that there. It's way down there. Would it be easier if you pour some out on the plate?
No, it's all right.
Okay.
I'm just being picky. So you cover the whole egg with it?
Yeah. So it's kind of relaxing to do this. You just piece it together until your whole egg is covered. I did. Oh, so on Pinterest, when I saw them using dictionary pages, this is a hymnal. Yeah, just pages like I'm doing here, torn up and put on there. And then after it was dry, they stamped like a butterfly or,
oh my goodness,
I think a fern leaf or, yeah, it was really pretty. So that's an option.
And that was to put the color, some color?
No, it was in black. So you have your black and white
I gotcha.
papers, and then
AC.
when it was dry, you just stamped it on there. It's really cute. If you are watching on the replay, let us know, and any questions at all, I will go back and check them. I'll put the links to some of these things we're using, or all the DIY products that I sell. I'll put links in. You can check them out on mamabearblue.com if you're local. My son is doing an awesome job of keeping everything fully stocked at both booths. I don't know. I've said it before. I don't know. So I hired my son officially, and he is taking care of stocking the booths, keeping track of inventory. Eric's doing a really good job, and shipping. So if you guys are getting any products from me, he's doing all that now. Yeah, he's doing great. It's freed me up to do more creating things.
That's good.
Okay. I am almost there. A couple more pieces and I think I'll have it. It'll be clear, but I think that's going to be good. And then I'll decide if I need to put a stamp on that when it's completely done. But I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, I think when it dries, it's going to look a lot better. Okay, so let's get back to the ones that we already started painting at the beginning in the Apothecary color. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take my chances with the heat gun, Mom, and be very careful
Well, you'll be
and
more careful.
keep it at a distance because
Is it still
we don't
wet?
want it to act. I know what's going to happen if you get it just barely. If I get this too close, it's going to work like a shrinky dink.
Remember those? Remember those?
Yeah, and the egg will just melt right around the stick. So if you do this, keep it at a good distance. I'm probably doing that right in the microphone hole. Was that really loud? I'm sorry if it was. But yeah, I think the shrinky dink idea might be a good one.
Might be.
What I don't want to do is put this. So this is pretty warm still. So let's let this cool down. But yeah, be really careful if you do use the heat gun. You want to keep that at a distance. I didn't do 2 coats on this one, Mom. I just forgot. But I don't know. It doesn't look too... This must have been the white egg. It really doesn't look too bad.
No.
Should I put another coat? I'm going to do one more coat because I'm afraid if I put the transfer on, I'm going to regret that I didn't have 2 coats on this. Alright, let's get this cooled down. I think I'll set it right here. And then I want to pull that transfer out that had, so this is an older one. English 12. To be honest, I don't know. Let me see something real quick on my website. I should still have this one in stock, but I never know. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm looking to make sure that it's not retired, just so you guys know. It might be, but I want to see if I have any in stock. English. Yeah, I don't see it on here, but I'm going to check my stock. But anyway, there's other transfers too. Anyone that has the small images is what you're going to need for doing the eggs because they're so small. So I just happen to have this one with a lot. I just never used it on much. I think I made one bench and then I never used it again. But it has, the reason I liked that is because there is a sheep on here that looks really cute. So I thought I might try the hem. And then there's also some birds and trees. But they're all black and, like gray and white. So here's the one with the sheep. Or the little ducks. There's a lot of good ones on this one. Okay. Let me show you this. So if you can find this one, and I will check around and see if I have any left. See, but it's got a lot of neat gray and white images on there for spring. Ooh, these trees are pretty too. Maybe I will go with that. No, I found a duck pair. Doing that. I always think I'm going to have all this stuff like done and picked out ahead of time for these lives, and then I just don't. And then, so you guys get to see it in action with all the decision making. Okay. So I just picked out this little duck pair. And I'm going to try to get it on there. Curved surfaces can sometimes be a little bit of a challenge, but just take your time and start on one side. Don't try to start right in the middle of the transfer. And on these little ones, I'm just using kind of the corner of that rubbing stick that your transfers come with and work my way across. These are coming off nicely.
Cool.
Yes, with all the navy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this came off nice and easy. Okay, so isn't that cute?
Oh, cute. Yes.
I might put a little bit of the plant, whatever the trees or whatever that was around them a little bit. And just use your finger or a soft cloth to kind of burnish that, get all the edges down. So this is painted in Apothecary, and I'm not done yet, but it'd be cute too with we'll do one. I'll do the pink one with actual color. Colored florals from Rose Botanical. Just some, I think some of this plant life. Just a little bit. Just a little plain without something else on it. And again, I'm just going to start at one side with the corner of this stick and take my time. Yeah. So there's that. See, that added a little bit, don't you think?
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah. So I'm going to seal this with probably, I could seal it with Mod Podge, but I think I'll wait and seal that with DIY's liquid patina just to make sure those transfers stay down. Maybe I'll just do it now.
I'll just do that right now.
And then we're going to move on to the pink one with the florals. Hi Michelle, how are you doing? Yeah, thank you for popping in here today. We're just kind of relaxing, making some Easter eggs with our DIY supplies. Dollar Tree, from Dollar Tree.
That's how I get all the paint off of me.
Yeah. Get that on there. This big top hasn't been opened in a while. Okay.
Is that good or bad?
There we go. Well, I just need to stir it just a tad. I'm going to seal this up and let it dry. Okay, we'll get some close-up pictures this as usual later this week. So this was the one painted in Petticoat Pink, and originally, if you're just popping on, this is the set of 6 from the Dollar Tree. They come in a little thing like this, and so I wanted to go with some brighter florals on this one. Now I made a huge mess, so I'm going to put one of those on there. All right. This is, I feel like this is the pink one that I painted pink, so I'm not going to worry about a second coat on that one. I think it's enough.
It can be pale pink.
What's that?
It can be pale pink.
Yeah, it is. So then I'm going to go, yeah, so there's a couple. There's Katharina, which we used parts of the last couple lives we've had. A lot of florals. So I'm going to see what little ones I've got left in this set. On the pink. I've used up most of my small ones in that, so let's check out this one. And then this reminds me, if you watched last week and we used the Made by Marley paper boho tile that matches every single color of the new DIY cottage colors, I'll make a post about that this week. But there is more boho tile. I sold out, so there's more coming. And so today I'll reload that, have Eric reload it on the website for you guys if you want that boho tile Made by Marley that seriously matches every DIY paint color. It's great. Of the new colors, the new 6 or 5. Is there 5 or 6? It's every color. I think it's 6. This is a cute one.
It's like, I don't know how they come up with all the different.
That's cute. That's a possibility. That I know. Well, Jamie and Zeb came up with, from Jamie Ray Vintage, came up. It's their cottage color line through DIY Paint, so they come up with the new colors. But yeah, they're really pretty. All right, I think I found one I'm going to use. It is from the Rose Botanical set, which is this big set. And it's just this red rose that's going to be on this pink egg. So let's cut these apart. How's it coming with your tie-dye egg?
Well, I'm trying.
It's coming?
I'm trying.
Okay, so let's get this going. I'm really impressed with how quickly these are coming off on the eggs. I mean, you know, sometimes you have to kind of work to get it to go, but
I think it's because it's plastic
I
or
don't
the
know.
paint.
I don't know. It's a good day.
It's a good day.
And when on DIY paint, when you put that big top on, it kind of brings that color back out of that paint, that brightens it up a little bit, back to its original color that it looks like in the can. That's pretty. Look at that.
Oh, wow. You're very tasteful.
So we'll see with this little collection what we can end up with. This is the one I did with the shredded pieces of hymnal paper. And Mom has this one drying, which is her floral. It's still got the Mod Podge kind of opaque, so you don't get the full effect of the pretty paper yet. But this, I was going to show them. It was this napkin.
Yeah.
Is what Mom used. And these you can find at like TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Marshalls. Always like when you're getting ready to check out.
Yes.
They're there, around there somewhere. Or are they in the back now? They used to
They're
have
in the
them all.
back sometime.
And she's also using this fun tie-dye one that she's working on. So, right. I'll let you finish that one up. And then what we'll do is get some pictures like always. Some close-ups.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, I have a couple
just
more
did
to
two?
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did the two with the transfer. Oh, and then, yeah. I think I showed this one already, but that's the ducks. So, yeah, this is fun. We will not be here next Monday, but probably 2 weeks from now, except that's your birthday. So you got to decide if you want
my
your birthday
birthday's
off.
on Monday?
Yeah. The 28th,
I
isn't
don't
it?
care. We don't.
It
really.
is. It's the 28th.
Yeah,
We'll
you're
see.
right.
Well, yeah. Well, we won't be here on Monday, so we'll probably be back in 2 weeks with some more DIYs or thrift flips. So thanks for, you want me to show, oh yeah, you got it done. Again, it's got Mod Podge, so you aren't getting the full color effect yet, but that's pretty. I like that. All right. We're going to have some to finish, but we'll get them done. Thank you for joining us today, guys. If you are watching on the replay, let us know. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you're local and wanted to be a part of that Canvas art class through Debbie's subscription box, Debbie's Design Diaries subscription box class, April 25th and May 1st, check out my Facebook page. Message me if you want to sign up. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. Thanks for joining us, guys. Bye.